Simu Liu and Melissa Barrera's new spy thriller, The Copenhagen Test, is the ultimate binge watch. I'm a sucker for a spy thriller. When I heard Peacock had a new show with Simu Liu and Melissa Barrera, I went in cautiously optimistic. I totally blew through the first 4 episodes. I can't wait for you all to get to watch this one. What is The Copenhagen Test about? The show follows analyst Alexander Hale, whose senses are hacked by an enemy. He's racing to uncover the mastermind and prove his US loyalty. Complicating matters, the enemy monitors every move, conversation, and piece of information he encounters. My first live-action television show that I worked on was Dexter, showrunner Jennifer Yale said during our roundtable interview at New York Comic Con. What I learned is that to create paranoia, you want to be able to always make sure that your audience feels unsettled, but not exhausted. And so that was a trick in being able to make sure that every episode there was a push and pull, that if you had scenes that were filled with that paranoia and that anxiety, then you always follow it with a scene that was calm and that the audience can take a breath before the next spiral begins. What we're always doing with our memories and our life is we're turning them into stories, showrunner Thomas Brandon said. I think there may be those huge moments that do turn things left and right, but actually what happens is that a lot of small little choices and a lot of small little decisions, that then what happens is a moment of clarity and revelation of like, oh, I've been deciding this all along and I had no idea. And that for me, I didn't realize my entire life I've been preparing to be a producer in television. I'm running through the lens of my life as you're saying it, Simu Liu added. It's the culmination of like many, many small decisions that could reach either like, I think a revelation or a breaking point. Simu, who used to work as an accountant, only became an actor after he was fired. I felt like we've already reached rock bottom. We might as well do something for me for once, and maybe start to build this new version of life in which I get to be the master of my own kind of circumstance, and I get to define success in my terms. That probably will be the one singular moment that was the most life-changing until I have kids. Who's in the Copenhagen Test cast? The Copenhagen Test features acclaimed actors: Simu Liu as Alexander Hale, Melissa Barrera as Michelle, Sinclair Daniel as Parker, Brian Darcy James as Peter Moira, Mark O'Brien as Cobb, and Kathleen Chalfant as St. George. How many episodes are in the Copenhagen Test? There will be 8 episodes in the Copenhagen Test, releasing 1 per week. Season 1 premieres on Peacock on December 27, 2025, and concludes with its finale on February 14, 2026.